Okay, in this video, I want to talk about trauma, grief, and sleep. And before I get started, if we haven't met before, my name is Dr. Mary Starr. I have been helping people with their wellness with therapeutic essential oils for 26 years. So that's a lifetime for someone. And that's about half of my lifetime. So I wanted to address this particularly for a couple of different reasons. What's going on in the world and a lot of trauma for so many, but also I was having a conversation with a man yesterday who had been through a traumatic experience 10 years ago. And he said, I haven't slept more than 4 hours, maybe 5 at the most since then throughout the night. Like sleep is, he really, really struggled with sleep. And this is a common pattern that can happen when we go through a traumatic experience. And it's so, so important for sleep for our bodies. Now, I want to talk to my perimenopausal and menopausal women as our estrogen goes down and we have a trauma. Even what's happened here in our nation is that we will have a much harder time dealing with the trauma with low estrogen levels, and it can become much more of a post-traumatic stress disorder for us in our older years as well with the lower estrogen. So I don't want to go into all the science about it, but I just wanted to go over a couple things. Let me look at my notes here. Again, so many of us have gone through our own personal traumas. We're going through trauma here as a nation, all of these things, but there are natural things that can help to reset our body, our nervous system, and actually shift our bodies. And then I want to kind of go just a little bit deeper with you. And I remember in school a lot when we were learning about cells and DNA and all of this, and whether it was theory or a lot of, just understanding is when I have a trauma, say I cut my arm really bad or I have a broken bone, you think of the trauma in this area, but it is a holistic experience. And in fact, every cell of our body in our DNA, right, experiences it to some level because there's a hormone shifts, there's, actual pain receptors. The body has to shift and say, okay, now I need to produce more of this and I need this minerals. And so it's a holistic experience when we have, whether it's a physical or emotional type of trauma and stress. So that's just one thing always to remember, that, and there's even some really interesting research that they're finding like in the DNA, like, so, like my great grandfather, may have been in an accident. And I've read just a little about this and might kind of blow your mind of some of these things, but like how things are even stored in the DNA. So interesting, very, very interesting. So, but I'll go on to tips for you. So post-traumatic stress, and there are several different types of that. I'm learning more about that. Is in simple terms is when our nervous system is stuck in survival mode. Okay, so when we're stuck, and common symptoms could be sleep disturbances, nightmares, anxiety, a startle response, or even like an emotional numbness. Okay, so that is some of the symptoms that, just briefly, of post-traumatic. It's not just like a mental health issue. It's it like lives in the body. Does that make sense? Like it's not just brain health. It's like that holistic as well. So I want to share with you, and I'm going to share with this gentleman who was having the issues, but I'd like to do like a one-on-one with him to sit down because I want to teach him how I have been using essential oils and aromatherapy to help people for, over 2 decades. And I will tell you, I had a client, she was going through a trauma. Her husband was dying of brain cancer. And she would come to me every single week. And we would do this technique called the raindrop technique. And she, it's a wonderful technique in terms of just the physical benefits, but the emotional benefits is why she came. It just really helped her to deal with things. And I am really trying to get someone to learn raindrop. My one friend has learned it, but I need to get a raindrop. It makes such a difference. And I can feel that in my, like, I can feel the difference when I get a raindrop, how much my pain goes away, because pain is not just, in the physical, it's in the emotional, in our emotional health too. And if you can lower, if you can calm the body and the nervous system, a lot of times the pain will go away. So back on focus here. So the olfactory system is part of what we call the limbic brain. Okay. So smell is the fastest way to influence your mood or memory. Smell, the fastest way to influence your mood or memory. Okay, so let's get out some essential oils right now. Oh, goodness. And I'll just give you an example. Oils, well, let me tell you, oils can help regulate and calm the nervous system. They can help sleep by lowering cortisol at night and getting the body in a very calm state. They're very grounding and reconnecting to the present moment. Okay. Now, all oils are different. Today, we were having some meltdowns with my autistic son, and I was like, okay, I'm got to keep myself calm. I went outside, got some sun, I jumped and did all my things, and I'm like, okay. Then I'm back, and I'm like, okay, let me get my vetiver out, my copaiba, my frankincense. I poured it in what's called, I have a particular juice that I use. It's a very high antioxidant concentrated juice. You can't just buy it at the grocery store. And then I put my oils in there for him and just watched him, watch his nervous system reshift. And so it was very, very good. So examples of essential oils that are beneficial. Frankincense is very grounding. It's a very grounding oil. Lavender and cedarwood are really good for restlessness, and they really aid in sleep. I found this combination, and I just got to get back on it. Doing this at night on my side of the bed, but also in the kids' bedrooms and stuff, and they go to bed quicker. They're more rested. It just makes a very big deal. And I'll put this on my son's feet, because the feet have the largest pores. I'll have him put it on his head, his neck. It's very, very good. So that combination is really, really good. Quick story about Young Living's lavender, because it is not like any lavender on the market. It's very, very good. I had a client, she had a 3-year-old and 4-year-old, and they just would take 2 hours for them to go to sleep every night. So she bought we have a little kit of oils, and she had the lavender in there. She would put it in their bath at night. And she said, Mary, I can't believe how quickly they go to sleep. It's so wonderful. She was a Fergal person. She ran out of her oil. And she came back and, didn't want to spend the money for the lavender. So she went to the health food store, got a giant lavender this big for, $8 or something. And she used the same amount of 2 drops or whatever. Nothing. 4 drops. 6 drops. She was doing 20 drops and still not getting the same results as she did from Young Living's lavender. And that's particularly because it's a specific type of plant that you need to get that type of result with your lavender. So lavender, cedarwood, very good. We have an oil blend called Valor. This is one that's really great that I really love. This is great for emotional. It's very grounding, but emotional courage. It helps with anxiety. Vetiver and chamomile these are 2 that I'm starting to get back into using and creating a roll-on for. And this is really good too. This, as you may have a neurodivergent child like I do, very hyper individual, that's a really good one as well. Okay. Now, these oils don't actually erase trauma, but they can offer the body a soft landing to help shift from survival to safety. Okay. But I want to show you one more thing. So these oils are really wonderful. But our founder, Gary Young, came up with this kit called the Freedom Sleep, and then of course a Freedom Release. But this is the first one because sleep is foundational if you're going to heal the body of trauma. The body needs that deep, restful sleep. So the Freedom Sleep Kit comes with the Valor that I showed you before. It comes with an oil that you can't get anywhere else called Aroma Sleep. And let me tell you what's in this blend. Again, you wouldn't be able to blend it yourself because you don't know the levels and the different things. But Aroma Sleep, you can diffuse this 30 minutes before bed. Just really prepares your body for rest. You can apply it to the bottoms of your feet, along the spine before you sleep. And this is kind of your nervous system reset oil. So that's really good. Let me see what is this. Let's see if chat knows. I could probably look on here too. Okay, the next thing, so we have the Valor, we have, so in Robe and Sleep, we have lavender, geranium, Roman chamomile, bergamot, tangerine, sacred frankincense, and valerian. So what a beautiful oil that is. So Aroma Sleep. Next, we have the Freedom Oil. This is a favorite too. And my friend Melissa says that one really helps her to sleep at night. So let's see what's in the Freedom Oil. This was a kit that I used when I walked my weight loss journey. So Freedom Oil has the copaiba, it has sacred frankincense, Idaho blue spruce. I've talked to some of you in my private wellness group about that, vetiver root, lavender, peppermint, and Palo Santo. So those are in the Freedom oil. So both of those very, very balancing as well. And you would use the Freedom oil, would apply that one to the bottoms of your feet as well. Each foot, the Valor, also on the chest. And then we have Inner Harmony. Let's see what's in this. This is more of the higher frequency oils. Okay, so Inner Harmony. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. Geranium, lavender, royal Hawaiian sandalwood, lang lang, and Idaho blue spruce. So these oils are, all of these are premium Young Living essential oils. They're blended specifically for this kit, but the oils inside these are some of your most exquisite essential oils. Some are very difficult to distill, like frankincense and sandalwood, but they have so many wonderful benefits. So for someone who is struggling, maybe you're really struggling right now, maybe you're struggling to sleep, this is a beautiful, beautiful kit to invest in. It's not cheap. It is, but it is very well worth it. So you would use this for at least 30 days. There's about 250 drops in these bigger bottles. So you would want to use a couple of drops per night. So you would get about 30 days out of your kit, 250 to 300 drops. So just wanted to share that with you. This kit is not always in stock. It comes in and out of stock based on the distillations and the harvest and all of that. But if you are serious about making some differences in your sleep, if you know that you may even think like, yeah, I'm struggling. Maybe I am being affected by everything that's going on and everything that I'm seeing and stuff too. I really want to encourage you to consider, it doesn't have to be essential oils, but to consider doing some things to deal with that so that it doesn't sit in the body and stuff. So that's important. And I think even just some of my own personal, like, heightened nervous system lately, I realize, I definitely need to address this, and I will be using these oils in this kit because I'm feeling like a throwback to 2020. And I was unfortunately in a place where there was a lot of lockdowns, and then we had horrific fires and smoke problems, and it was just, and then I moved, so it was just a lot. So I'm just kind of feeling that heightenedness again, and I need to calm myself down. And I had a coach once say, calm your butt down. So that's what I'm going to do for myself, and I hope you will consider doing that too. And if you would like to, I want to encourage you, if you want to experience some of these essential oils, I definitely want to encourage you to do that. If your body needs a reset too, I'd love to teach you how to use nutrition and essential oils to have a good reset. This coming Sunday, my friend Susan, she has some amazing stories. She was on antidepressants for a lot of her life. She was not as healthy. She was definitely not as happy, and she really reset her life and is just doing amazing, amazing things. So she'll be hosting this coming Monday at 8 p.m. We have a special class if you'd like an invitation to that on Zoom. Okay, have a good day. Hopefully this was helpful to you.